What's good, everyone? It's your boy Salos, and as you saw by the intro, this Arena Soul run did not go very well. I think the main problem is that I was trying to live commentate as well as try to do this discussion that I want to do, and I just cannot focus on this game while I'm talking. So this is post commentary. I'm sorry. I'll try to get better at actual live commentary, but what I wanted to do is I wanted to make these a weekly type of video because we all have to grind out Arena Soul every week anyway. So I figured, why not make these a little more productive, like kind of like a weekly check-in, if you will, just see how the game's doing, especially now because I know there have been a lot of videos talking about the current state of Fire Emblem Heroes, and a lot of people have been saying it hasn't been doing well. I'll get into that, but there's things I agree with, there's things I don't agree with, and a lot of things that people are just nodding their heads to, and I just want to talk about it. So this isn't going to be all negative. I mean, these type of videos are just going to be like weekly things. So like if we have like a new banner, like the legendary banner that just got revealed with legendary Erica, which by the way is nuts, then I'll talk about that in these videos. If I have something like I just pulled a 5-star or got pity broke, I'll talk about that. Just like random stuff, like just how things are going with me in the game, and more importantly, how things are going with you all in the game. I want this to be like more interaction with the channel. So hope you guys like this video. If you guys do, give it a thumbs up, because I use thumbs up as a gauge to see what you guys like. So if you guys like a video and I see a lot of likes, like, oh, they want to see more of this. If it doesn't get any likes, then I'm more than likely not going to do it again, because I think that you all don't like it. So likes are simply that. They just help me understand what you guys like, what you don't like. Nothing more, nothing less. With all that long introduction out of the way, let's get into the actual video. Well, this is a discussion. The first thing that I want to address is probably the, what was that banner called? The Brave Rebuck? I'm just embarrassing myself. The basically, the legendary, not legendary, what is that? The Far-Fetched Heroes banner. That's what that basically is. And it brought with it Cliff, Loki, and Owain. Owain, who I really enjoyed, but that's just me personally. I didn't vote for him, but I probably would have voted for him. I think Owain did that well in the poll, to be honest. But hey, he got an ult, so I guess he did do pretty well. But my problem with that banner is honestly a couple of things. I'll get to the bigger one later, but probably the lesser of the problems is Cliff. I get that Cliff is a villager, and villagers have the trainee bonus, so trainees get like boosted BST. That's how Mur too. That's why Mur is so high up there, because she's technically a trainee. That's why Tiki was the first 180 BST unit in the game. Which actually makes sense, because Tiki is like the son of God or the daughter of God. And so I'm actually cool with her being like the highest BST unit in the game, because that actually makes sense for Tiki. But people have been saying this is like a sign for Gen 3. If you guys don't know what I mean by Gen 3, like Gen 3 stats, they come in waves. The Gen 1 stats are your Roys, your Hectors, your Sheenas, all those units are your Gen 1 BSTs. Gen 2 BSTs are your Soleils, your, who else is Gen 2? Your Soleils, your Shigure's, all those type of units, Ares, all those are Gen 2 BST. And there's like a, cause I think that Shigure is 163 BST versus before like female Corrin's Gen 1, so she's like 157. So because Corrin is 157 and Shigure is 163, Shigure scores higher than Corrin. So that's like, it's strictly for arena purposes, whether BST actually makes a difference. But honestly, I don't think that's too big of a deal. I think that power creep is a natural evil. Like it's an evil that needs to happen, essentially, because if we stick to like the same Gen 2 BST, then nothing's gonna get exciting, and like I think that this game is trying to make money. So if we'll just get a bunch of Iras, to be honest, if they don't actually increase the BST at some point, But that does lead into something else that you have a problem with, is the rate of how many good heroes that we're getting. Like, people have been saying that we're getting a lot of good heroes, and therefore they have no orbs to spend, because every banner is the new best something. Like, what was an example? The Halloween banner, we have the new best red dragon armor in the game. The banner before that, we have Owain, who was really good, pretty much Ira 2.0. We had Cliff, who is now the best infantry mage in the game, and we have the elf in the room, Loki, who's now the second best healer in the game. Veronica is still probably number one because of her inbuilt Razzle. Well, Loki has inbuilt Wrathful Staff, so it kind of balances out. But just being on a horse and having that mobility is arguably better. Although I do like infantry more than horses, but that's just me personally. But I can understand where people are coming from that perspective. But the real problem is that I don't think that it's a problem that we're getting so many good heroes, because honestly, I didn't like the fact that we got underwhelming heroes. Like, I can't even think of the last time we got an underwhelming banner, which I personally think that's a good sign, because I get that, yes, you might be missing out, but what was like the last underwhelming banner that I can think of? I'd probably say the Summer banner, not the Fates banner, not the one with Takumi and all of them, the one with Tana and Ennis, because like, do you honestly think any of those heroes honestly make a difference? It was just a fun banner. Like, Summer Tana is like all we got. She's like the best offensive red mage in the game, but Ennis, I mean, you don't really see Ennis at all. I can't remember the other units, which just tells you how relevant they were. Oh, Summer Young Tiki, she was actually pretty legit. But like, those two, Tana, like, she's not even viable for Arena, and Summer Young Tiki was pretty insane. I'll give you that. But that was with the other one. That was with the Takumi banner. So yeah, not even that. 'Cause remember the whole meme of Tok. So yeah. That banner was like I don't like those type of banners where there's nothing interesting about them. I don't know, maybe I'm obviously I'm the minority, but I think that it's not the fact that we're getting so many good banners. I think it's the fact that we're getting them so quickly. Like, if we got probably one good banner every, I guess 2 weeks is too soon for people. Like, one good banner every 3 weeks, I think that'll be good. Because you're getting, like, just don't throw them all out at one point, because then people get overwhelmed. But if we had one really good banner for 3 weeks, then that expired, then another really good banner came out every 3 weeks, I think that'd be a fine pattern. But then I guess you get in stuff like holidays, then you have no time for actual legendary heroes, and not legendary heroes, like for actual real heroes, which needs to be a thing, because I have played games, I'm just gonna go on a little tangent. I played a game called Adventure Quest Worlds, and in that game, the whole system is based off of rares and things that only come through events. Of course. And when that happens, when you make so many special banners, so many exclusive units that are only available for a limited time, what happens is that when you get new players, they can't access those heroes. So I'm actually on the train that they need to prioritize actual heroes that you can summon for all the time versus special heroes. So I can understand why they're kind of sort of mashing these special banners along with regular banners. And like you guys don't have to summon all those banners. Like, you have to realize, if that is a normal banner, that's just for the sake of making the game relevant, so that it won't become an AQ world where you can't get anything cool or anything that's a good class or a good weapon because it was a seasonal rare and you just started the game a week ago, so you can't access those things. Like, imagine if regular Hector was a seasonal variant, like just base Hector a year ago, or Takumi. You see those used all the time in Arena, but if you can't summon them, then what's the point? So I personally think that it's a fine idea that they're kind of sort of taking their time and putting the effort to put in those heroes. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I think that's fine. They just need to do a better job of spacing it. And we already know, you already know that those heroes are gonna come back. We know how the game works. We know that they're gonna have like ploy banners and life and death banners and whatever else you want to add in. So you know those heroes are gonna come back, so don't even trip if it's not a special banner. So I don't know, maybe that's just me. But then there's the other issue of the dual skills, because Loki just proved that they're not gonna fix Arena. They're just going to use the dual skills, and I honestly hate the dual skills because it is such a lazy way of fixing Arena. Like, do you guys remember a really long time ago when they fixed Arena? Well, they changed Arena. Because it used to work that Fury increased your BST, so Fury is like literally the only skill you ever saw, even more so than it is now, because it raised your BST. So if, like, for example, if Summer Corrin was 157 BST, she could score 160 back then with the old Arena system because Fury bumped her stats up and she got into a new bracket. So that's why you only saw Fury. Even if the hero didn't use it well, that's why it was all sought after. But this time they just don't even bother to fix it. They just put it on a skill and like, oh, now you hit summon for it. Honestly, I heard a really cool idea. I don't know where I heard this from, but someone proposed the idea that you put the dual skills behind the abyssal maps, because honestly, I know that this is going to be really controversial, but I think that the abyssal maps, the rewards are very lackluster. Like, the only one I care about is the golden eye patch because of the Eye of Shining Justice. But outside of that, I really do not care about the golden items. Like, if I didn't have a YouTube page, I would not bother, because like, what's the point? It's just a freaking headband or something. So I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But I personally think that if you're gonna have to deal with 99 HP units with 50 defense and instant bonfires, I better get something really good for having to deal with that headache. And I know that there are gonna be people out there that say that, but I can't solve it. Well, we have Phoenix Master 1. I'm not trying to put pressure on him, but I know a lot of you guys follow Phoenix Master 1 guides. So if you're just gonna do the guides anyway, you're gonna figure it out. You're gonna get the rewards anyway. So you're gonna get your dual skills as seals, and you'll have to summon for them. I don't see the problem with that, but hey, maybe I'm just being too optimistic. But I don't know, I feel like Phoenix Master 1, his guides are very easy to follow, so people who legitimately cannot figure out those maps, they still have a way to access those skills. I don't know, that's just me though. Oh my gosh, we're almost done. I'm not even halfway close to the end of this. So actually, I think pretty much everything. Wow. I wasn't even looking at my notes, I was just rambling, and I guess I hit everything that I wrote down. Nice. Honestly, I think that another issue that people are having are the amount of modes that we have, and that is a legitimate problem. I cannot say that, I can say like legitimately the only mode that I enjoy is Tempest Trials and maybe Tap Battle. Even Tap Battle, sometimes I just master my way through it. Like, I do not care at all for, what's it called, for, if I can't even remember the name, is a bad sign. You know, the thing you have to pre-register for. It's like a big event with Team Alphonse, Team Serena, whatever that's called. I can't remember the name of it. It's so irrelevant. But I do not care about that mode whatsoever. Is that right with my names? No, it's not right with my names. I don't know what it's called. That's just how bad the mode is. Like, I think I get to like tier 12, if that, on a good week, but I just legitimately don't care about that mode. Like, I think that a really cool mode is probably PvP, which is like the most requested, and people think that is going to be hard to implement that because you can't, because because people won't want to go first. But look, here's an easy fix it. All right, check it. You do a coin toss. Whoever wins the coin toss has to go first, and then second, whatnot. But you only get 4 turns to win. So if you just sit there and let your opponent go in, then if you're like, you have to initiate. Like if you just choose to pass your turn and let your enemy approach you, then you get penalized for that. Your opponent gets more points. So it's to your advantage if you get the opportunity to strike first to move forward, because as you're moving forward, you get more points. I don't know, something to force people to actually move. I don't think it's gonna be that difficult, but maybe that's a little too optimistic of thinking. But another idea I've heard people talk a lot about is raid bosses. Like, imagine like fighting Anankos, like the real Anankos, where he's like in his huge gigantic form, and we have to all band together to take down Anankos, or to take down Idun, I think that's his name, the Binding Blade boss, or who's another really good, or the Demon King from Sacred Stones, like a really big boss like that, and we all have to fight together in real time, kind of like Pokemon Go raid battles. And we have to just go in, and you don't really win the fight, but you like lower the HP, and you just go back in. You keep lowering until they're in 0. When you beat them, you get like probably some really good 5-star unit, or I don't know, something really cool.
What should I do?
But
Let's go.
I don't know. I feel like something like that is needed in the game. But I don't know. I think that'll be really cool. And also something I'm really a big advocate for is castle defense. Not that BS that we have now. Actual castle defense, where you actually kind of like Fates, where you can customize your units. You can customize your castle to have like different effects where it makes your units more powerful. Probably like you probably have like probably a statue that gives odd speedway to all your units when they're defending, or maybe you could have like a ballista, like actual Fire Emblem, where your archers can go and snipe from a distance. I don't know, something to make it more cool. But I feel like that system from Fates would be really cool for this game, and the final boss would be like your lead unit. And that unit has like inflated stats like the Timber Child buffs. That would be really cool for like an actual castle defense type mode. I would love to play that, because I would love to customize my castle. I've been talking too long. But to customize my castle and I really get into that. But I just think that that creative modes like that are needed for this game. I think that's what people are trying to get at. So overall, I think that this game does have its issues and it does have its flaws. I'm not saying it doesn't, but I'm saying that it's not in a terrible state. Like, I get the game just made how much money? Like probably, I think it's made like $4 billion or 4 million. It hit a really big milestone lately, and I agree that I don't feel like this game is putting all that money back into the game. Like, I feel like they kind of are listening to us, because they made that announcement saying that Binding Blade banner is coming next year in March, which that has to be direct feedback, because you have to find time to find voice actors or voice actresses, to hire the artists to do all this stuff. But so that's reasonable. They probably just saw, oh, well, Binding Blade is something that people really want, so let's hop on that. Let's hire some artists, let's hire some voice actors. I've been talking way too long. I'm not meant to talk this long. But obviously they're listening to us, because that was probably something they weren't planning, but when they saw that it was on demand, that they're gonna do it. So I feel like they're not completely ignoring us, but I feel like there are some modes they could implement, and they could definitely be doing more with the game. But obviously that's gonna be all for me, really. I know this last moment I lose a unit. I think this is when I lose them. Yep, Legendary Teak's gonna take out Lucina here, which is kind of ironic because she's a Falchion user. You will not stop me. Yeah, she is gonna stop you, Lucina, unfortunately. Not here. But I just stopped caring at this point. I'm gonna lose 2 units. Wow, after I lost this many units. Oh my god. I didn't recognize I lost this many units. Wow. I still got top 10k and I lost 2 units, which is kind of funny. But I think I got like 1700. So not exactly top 10k, but like around that, which is kind of funny. But yeah, overall, let me guys know what you guys thought about the video, about anything I said, anything you agree with, anything you don't agree with. Because like I said, I want this to be an ongoing discussion, not just me rambling, because that's all this was me just rambling on. But I'm about to get out of here. That's the Arena Assault run. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, but let me guys know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video relatively soon, because new legendary hero battle coming tomorrow. Yeah.